Have you ever went to McDonald's just for the delicious Big Mac? Well, let's put a little truth in that question. Have you ever been to McDonald's just for the delicious but overall poisoning substance that a Big Mac is? Okay, poison may be a bit much, but it's not that far off. I'm here to analyze the question, does the fast food industry help or hurt teens? Now, you might be thinking the obvious answer is, no, you stupid idiot. The answer is obviously no. Well, you can be wrong, but you also cannot be. Because my research was actually surprising to me. We will analyze the fast food industry through 3 sections: jobs, health, and happiness. And yes, I will be keeping track of who's winning with this scoreboard. So let's start off with jobs. It isn't the easiest thing for a teen to acquire a good paying job, and that is for logical reasons, of course. They have school, lack of experience, and are difficult to schedule. But is giving teens the minimum wage fair? In April of 2015, around 60,000 workers across America led a protest for more than double the minimum wage. That's 2 years ago, so the minimum wage was $7.25 an hour back then. The workers at the time were asking for a new minimum wage of $15 per hour. That's over twice of what they wanted. The protest was unsuccessful because the minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. But a low amount for a teen seems justified, especially in the fast food industry where the jobs for teens are considered to be low-skilled. But another important question comes into play. Is work disrupting students' school lives? In order to find this, I looked at how many hours teens should work every week and compared it to how many hours teens actually work per week. Well, based on an article by the Journal of Extension posted by Patricia Tanner Nelson and Stephen F. Hamilton, a mouthful, and yeah, some pretty reliable sources. They recommend that a teen works no more than 15 to 20 hours a week to learn important things that a job can teach them while not having too much interference in their schoolwork. I also found a consensus from 2016 that analyzes the average hours each age group works at a part-time job per week. So let's eliminate the unimportant parts of the graph by editing. Alright, there. So 17 hours per week for teens. So they're pretty responsible after all, right in the range. Also in the article, it states multiple times throughout how having a job, whether for fast food or not, helps in many ways. And for the fast food industry providing these jobs, I say we give them a hand. So point 1 for fast food rules goes on the scoreboard. Next topic, health. The answer seems obvious, but how harmful is fast food to our health? In an article posted by the world's most interesting name, Ryan York, York is a personal trainer who compared the nutrition facts of a McDonald's Quarter Pounder to a homemade one. McDonald's Quarter Pounder has higher amounts in all the red flag zones. I mean calories from fat, sugars, saturated fat, sodium, which is dangerous in high amounts, and so much more. McDonald's meals are nowhere even close to being healthy. These bad nutrition facts can have some bad effects on the body. The best example of this has an entire documentary dedicated to it. In a documentary titled Supersize Me, a man named Morgan Spurlock decided to eat only McDonald's for 30 days straight. Pretty crazy. And by the end of it, Spurlock gained 24 pounds, he gained a 13% body mass increase, a major cholesterol spike, and more. These effects on the body were obviously blown to epic proportions, but it displays how unhealthy and nutrient deficient fast food is. I feel I haven't addressed the elephant in the room though when it comes to health for fast food. Obesity. If you say that fast food has no effect on this, you are more wrong than the man who said La La Land wins the Oscar. A great example of this contribution to obesity is in China. According to the World Health Organization, China's obesity rates in 1980 were at 1.6% for children and adolescents. Then, in 1984, McDonald's appeared, and in 1987, KFC appeared, which is actually now their number 1 fast food chain, and all the other fast food chains precedingly jumped into the scene in the 1980s. And now, in 2016, the obesity rate is incredible. It's at 28.5%. Fast food obviously isn't the only factor, but it plays a pretty important part in this statistic. With all these facts, the point obviously goes to fast food sucks. Which brings me to my last point, happiness. Suspenseful, huh? You want to know who wins? Well, I actually couldn't find much evidence for this topic because the media hates fast food, so let me shed some personal experience on this. When I bite into those delicious chicken nuggets, I'm happy. And I'm even more happy when all my friends are around me, all enjoying their chicken nuggets too. Aren't you happy when this happens? And if you're not, you're lame. So let's check how the scoreboard is. Oh, yeah. There actually might have been some evidence I was keeping from you guys. I mean, did you ever correlate fast food to depression? If it did all that negative effects on the physical health, it could only be worse for the mental health. Not only does fast food make you depressed, but it also shows that you are more likely to be single, according to Science Daily. So sit in your corner with no girlfriend and cry, you fast food addicts. Because fast food is not good for you. Conclusion, the fast food industry hurts teens more than it helps. It becomes fairly obvious when you sit at home at 3 a.m. looking through charts and graphs and all this data and all these articles. So let's go back to that poison burger that you were eating earlier. Sure, you can finish it, but just make a PB&J next time, man. I'm Max from Notorious Nutrition. You should check out our Tumblr sometime. Thanks for watching and good night.